Who is this? That's the Sentinel. Is that why Cable came back? Go fetch, Cap. Hey, welcome back to Not Much of Everything. My name is Phil, and today we are continuing on with X-Men 97, Season 1, Episode 7. And so last episode, we resolved the Storm getting back her powers story arc. And following after that, she found out what actually happened with Genosha, the destruction of it, and mixed in with her storyline, we found out what was actually going on with Xavier. He was about to get married, but he has to come back. There was a huge conflict though because basically the council didn't really want him to be married into the royal family, and there was a huge dispute about it. But there's a really good chance that the wedding will be called off because they don't really want because the whole conflict was that he wasn't really good enough to be in the council to be a king, and that his heart wasn't. They were claiming that his heart wasn't at the right place because they really wanted him to be more devoted towards the kingdom, towards their culture. But for the fact that he wants to actually come back to Earth after finding out the destruction of... Well, he doesn't know that... I don't think he fully knows the destruction of Genosha. But he definitely knows the death of Gambit. And because of that, he wants to come back to Earth just to see what's going on and see whether there's anything he can do about it. Which is understandable because they're all his students, and also Earth is his home. And he knows, like, the mutants is always in dire need of his assistance because they're so badly discriminated against. Even though he was kind of discriminated against in space also. Like, poor Xavier. No matter where he goes, there's always a fight. Anyway, I'm excited to see where this... Because I'm assuming this episode is going to pick up from the destruction of Genosha, because last episode was pretty much a break from it. And so we will pick it back up in this episode. And I'm excited to see what actually happens. And I'm curious to see how many episodes it'll take until we find out that Cable is going to come back and fix everything. Or my assumption could be completely off. Anyway, but before we begin, if you could do me a quick favor with that like and subscribe, it'll help me out a whole lot. And also, if you want to watch the uncut reaction with me, join my Patreon. The link is in the description box down below. And without further ado, let's get watching.
Previously on...
Oh, it's Rogue.
Bert still ain't talking.
He's grieving his son. If you'll excuse us, Matt...
Well, you don't have to worry about Madeline anymore. She's dead for now.
They were dancing, drinking wine, making...
Oh, right. He mentioned that. Yeah, he knows it's Genosha then.
Some vile Godzilla sent.
Oh, and the big thing is that we found out that it's Mr. Sinister that's behind all of this. I'm curious as to why, though.
I know who we need to see to find Bolivar Trask. Henry Gyrick.
I wonder if Gyrick is working with Sinister. I doubt it. I would assume Gyrick would hate Sinister also because he is a mutant. And he creates mutants. He reminds me a lot of Orochimaru from Naruto. Very nasty, sadistic guy. Nightcrawler! I like the new one with Master Mode. Always adding new stuff, man. And Xavier's back, baby! Honestly, the fact that they kept him in the intro, the closing of the intro, I was kind of expecting to see him back. Oh, we didn't actually get to see... Oh, hey, we do see the funeral. Okay. Is that his brother? I'm still confused about Mr. Sinister, man.
Gambit had endless faith, haunted by the life of bayou crime into which he was born. Such were the cards, he'd say. I think he was bluffing. How could Remy fail to see how his sins had made him into a hero?
He was a badass, man. Bigger badass than I expected.
How could she not be here?
She's probably grieving right now, man. She can't see anyone right now.
Rogue's gotta figure it out on her own.
Yeah.
What she battles is not mere grief. Our dear Jubilee is wise to be afraid.
She definitely wants revenge right now. But how, though? We don't even know. Well, we know who started it. She doesn't, though.
This is a top secret United States facility. Cease and...
Who are you attacking, though? You're just attacking random US forces? Armies? This does not resolve anything, Rogue. You're just gonna make an enemy out of everyone. I get it, she's grieving, but this is a bad thing to do.
What do we do, sir?
Gentlemen,
Oh, that's Ross.
we're standing in the same place built to hold the Hulk. She ain't no...
Oh, she is the Hulk. Even stronger, alright? Who's stronger, the Hulk or Captain Marvel?
Where are Henry Gyrick and Bolivar Trask?
The UN just can't commit any more help. You've gone a week now with no new survivors.
Finding even one more survivor could give mutants some hope.
Folks are frightened. They think Dr. Trask just kicked off an all-out war. And if scared voters see me helping your kind... sorry, son.
They're the victims.
Unfortunate optics.
Optics?
You should be helping them.
It looked more human. You would be more focused on death tolls over polls.
I'm playing politics here to ensure someone less kind to your cause doesn't end up in the office. Be patient, Scott.
How much more patient can they be?
They're all about the virtue.
Entire country, entire land of mutants were destroyed.
I got too comfortable. Never again.
I
No one
mean,
could have seen this coming.
yeah, no one would have expected this.
None of that matters right now. Right now, we have to be strong. For every mutant still out there who's watching these images, they need hope.
What could you do, though? Are you gonna go and find survivors? I guess so, yeah. Oh, people are rebuilding. Nice.
Teams haven't risked clearing the Citadel. Jean and I can handle it. Rest of you go show humanity that the X-Men are here to stay.
I wonder how long it's going to take Xavier to get back.
Oh, this place. I'm so sorry.
The death of a dream.
Walk with me.
Please.
Are they gonna be a thing? I mean, she was making him blush during the interview a few episodes ago. Cap? We're gonna see Cap?
Stand down, Rogue.
You stand down.
Where's Henry Gyrick?
Genosha wasn't just a mutant tragedy. It shames us all.
It was all mutants that died.
Like you, I'm hoping to use Gyrick to get our hands on Bolivar Trask. He's the natural first suspect for that master mold in Genosha.
Ooh.
Looks like they skipped town before you got here.
Almost like they knew someone was on the hunt for...
There's always an underground bunker, man.
So, who's Gyrick to these folks?
I was able to hack the servers here. Gyrick was transferred to a facility in Mexico City.
Mexico City?
I'll lead my team to Mexico to apprehend Gyrick.
I reckon we nab Gyrick now.
This uniform shows up in Mexico bashing heads in with you. It sends a message.
Well, you don't have to follow. Just have Rogue go.
Don't now.
Gotta do this by the book, Rogue.
No, man.
My hands are tied.
Well, if your hands are tied, not hers.
Tied? You won't be needing this.
Go fetch, Cap. But I understand. he does work for the government, so.
Think there's really gonna be a war?
But I feel like Chris Evans' version of Cap would be more rebellious.
It's run by people with agendas, and agendas change. What if there's somewhere we need to go, and they don't let us? Safest hands are still our own.
What if we'd been here, huh? What if you were here?
Yeah, that's true.
Stop pressuring me, Jubes. Look what happens when we don't hide. When we shove it in their face.
But you shouldn't have to hide who you are.
I wouldn't want my parents finding out who I was on the 5 o'clock news.
Will you come with me?
Duh.
That's what friends are for. And assuming you guys did more than just kissing a few episodes ago. You guys are more than friends, so.
Riots are the language of the unheard.
Martin Luther King. Normal people won't accept mutants if they feel threatened. That fear is the whole issue.
And begging for your tolerance was our first mistake.
No, that's not what I was saying.
But it is what you mean. That is the issue. Now forgive me. I dare not waste any more of your tolerance, Miss Tilby.
Oh, so much for a thing, there'll be a thing.
Now this can't be right.
Everyone is filled with anger right now, man.
This is a damn resort.
Yeah, this is not prison. What kind of prison is this? He's expecting this?
I'd wager the ops who put you up nice and fancy might know.
I think Trask is dead.
Tell Summers his wife's cute psychic probes won't work this time.
Honey, this ain't that sort of probe. Quit fighting me!
Whoa. Is that who I think it is?
So many last thoughts, unfulfilled dreams, cycling on repeat.
I'm sorry, Jean.
This isn't your fault.
No, for how complicated things got between us.
Well, it's not your fault. It was all sinister, man.
It feels different.
Even this is all sinister.
Scott, someone, a telepath.
Madeline.
She's alive? No way. Oh right, yeah, she can turn into, Crystal?
Extraordinary. Diamond transmutation.
Diamond.
I've always done well. Under pressure.
All X-Men to the Blackbird immediately. It's Trask. He said nothing about Genosha.
Who didn't?
He's still alive?
Sinister promised to help me get my life back. He didn't say it'd be a mutant massacre.
I thought he killed him last episode.
To review, Trask created Master Mold, i.e. we can't trust him.
Really is Stranger Days.
Yeah. But what else do you have to lose now? You lost so much already. Might as well go check out what he has to say. To see whether it's the truth or not.
You got this, okay? We go in, charm with small talk, and...
I'm a mutant.
Does she know? Or does she not care?
This is such a relief. It is? 4 of our homes have caught fire mysteriously since you turned 16.
It's either that or you're a pyro.
You knew. Why didn't you say anything?
It was your secret to tell. A mother knows, Roberto.
Good parents, man. That's great.
And you would be one of the X-Men, if I'm not mistaken.
They call me Jubilee, ma'am.
I do fireworks.
Now the trick will be making sure we keep this all private.
Come again for Big Fudge?
Wait, what now?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Keep it private.
What, are you ashamed?
Rattled by anything mutant-related. Especially after this
BS, man.
They can't know we have a mutant in the family. So, we'll have to discuss...
I take it back. She's not a good parent.
More discreet.
Discreet.
Meine gute Freundin.
Oh, Kurt.
How do you feel now?
Well, bit of a headache, but
How did Nightcrawler find her, though?
Remy's dead. But that don't mean I'm ready to accept it.
We all grieve in our own way.
Yeah, you take your time.
You sure pulled the short straw in the adopted sister department. Got the gal who goes bonkers losing a boy.
Over losing two.
Yeah, 2 of them. That's pretty tough.
But she did not cause Gambit or Magneto to be killed. She helped them live.
And Gambit was able to save you at the last moment with the motorcycle.
Bravo. Just as you dreamt it.
Who is this? Who is this? Is that who I think it is? That's not Magneto. That's not Magneto.
They're never out of diet. Uber secret break room behind a busted vending machine. A game, bad guy. A game.
I mean, not that great if you can find it so easily.
Since when did the United Nations house classified cybernetics facility?
Same mystery getup as the fellas who were guarding Henry Goderick. OZT.
Maybe we ask poor man's Oppenheimer before he... I made the Sentinels to protect normal people.
We're gonna have to save this dirtbag from himself, aren't we?
Now don't do anything silly.
Yeah.
Tell us what OZT stands for.
Some group that rose from the ashes of my old Sentinel program.
What about Mr. Sinister?
That madman is one of the most brilliant engineers in history.
Sadistic, too.
He's building a new type of Sentinel.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Technology in these cases is light years ahead of ours today. How could he even obtain such access?
Is that why Cable came back? Mr. Sinister is working with someone from the future, I'm assuming.
Easy, boy.
Yeah, things are gonna get undone.
Help us get the real bad guys. What else can you tell us?
I have nothing.
Same, sugar.
Yo, Rogue! No! And you know what? He deserves it. But he probably has more stuff for us, though. I accept it. I'll accept it.
What have you done?
What we all wanted to do.
She slipped.
Is this who we are now?
That maniac killed Remy and thousands of people on Genosha.
Oh, shit. Mr. Sinister, man. He's always ready. Oh, not Sinister.
What in the name of all heaven?
That's a Sentinel.
Mutated into some sort of
Human Sentinel.
Yeah, Human Sentinel.
Prime Sentinel Protocol activated. Terminate mutants.
Summers! Pete, you get the building. I'll get the debris.
Oh. Man, that's rough. Very strong.
Mind inside.
He put Rogue down with one hit. We can't pull our punches.
No, he's really strong. To take out Rogue?
Mutants neutralized. Mutants neutralized.
How are they going to do this? It's way too strong.
Stay down!
that? Cable! It's Cable!
Cable? What the hell are you doing here?
Come to save you, Daddy!
No, all along.
I thought you knew.
Let's skip the reunion, Dad. Sinister's working for someone else, someone worse.
Who?
Admit it. You're impressed.
How does this help you deliver the prize you promised me?
Trask was a rough draft. His tussle with the gene freaks gave us invaluable tactical data.
The X-Men will learn from this too, you blithering fool.
Oh, Sinister. You and the villains of old have been failing since '92 to squash these pests. What you would do is my roadmap.
You were one of those villains once.
Who are you?
The next bit's a pill for your Ansi. The Shi'ar.
Empress is to be married, and our empire shall welcome a new emperor. Professor...
They said Gyrick killed Xavier.
Our merry band of music.
So none of them knows? Besides for the X-Men and Magneto? It has to be Magneto.
Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky.
He's still alive? It's Magneto from the future, isn't it?
This way, once I have to get to work. Smooth.
Is it? I mean, at this moment, Magneto is already really old.
See, you were born for this.
Is it?
Me.
Was that Magneto? From the future? Because, okay, here's the thing. Magneto, he was still a child during the Holocaust. So he's a Holocaust survivor. 92. He was already pretty old. So if he comes out of the future, he should be much older, obviously. Like, math is not that tough. But he doesn't look that much. How far into the future is he coming back from? Is that the future Magneto? I'm assuming so because he has the power of magnetism, I think. So the villain of the first season is future Magneto. What is he going to be doing with the present Magneto? And I'm surprised that he's actually not dead. Now what worries me, because my assumption for Gambit's death being undone is also packed up with Magneto's death being undone. But now that I see Magneto is actually not dead, and the only main character is really that's dead is... Okay, we still have Madeline. We have Madeline Pryor and Gambit. Are they willing... Is this series really willing to get rid of two of the main characters? Even though I guess Madeline really isn't a main character. She's just a clone. But I'm assuming Cable will do everything in his powers to save her. Maybe. But Cable is really old at this point. Is he coming back from the same timeline that the future Magneto is from? Because if that's the case, how old is this Magneto then? Because Cable looks like he's in his... He has white hair, alright? Cable has white hair. He must be in his, 50s by now, I'm assuming, right? Or maybe he's 30s. Maybe the future is so stressful that he had, white hair when he was younger. I don't know. How old is Cable supposed to be? He looks old. But I'm confused. But what scares me is... Okay, getting back to what the point I was trying to make of what scares me regarding to Gambit's death is because I thought it was a package deal where Gambit died along with both Magneto and Madeline Pryor. Well, more importantly, Magneto. And Magneto is a pretty important character, along with Gambit. So my assumption was, okay, they'll undo everything just to bring those two main characters back. Is the series willing to get rid of one main character, though? Like, I know that they wouldn't be willing to get rid of two of them, but one of them might be good enough for... They might be willing to do that. So now I'm worried that Gambit really is dead. He's going to stay dead. I don't know. I hope not. And also, like, people are through grief, of course. The X-Men are starting to turn a little bit on the dark side, which is understandable because they've been, not only have they been discriminated against throughout their entire lives, but this destruction, like, they were minding their own business. That's the whole reason why Genosha exists, just so they can stay out of the Homo sapiens way. They did that part. That's a middle ground, and they still managed to find a way to destroy the entire land that's their home. Like, how could anyone go out of their way just to exterminate a race that is minding their own business, that's not bothering them at all? So I could see why the X-Men and other mutants are starting to turn and have other negative thoughts against, regular human beings. But now that we found out that it's really not Homo sapiens who led this destruction, it's actually a future version of Magneto. And so that kind of creates a bigger question as to why. Like, Genosha was a dream between Xavier and Magneto, and everyone admired Magneto there. Like, he is a hero. There were even signs when they were greeting him that claiming that Magneto was right. Even though, $10 per apple, that I'm never gonna get over that. $10 per apple. Like, what a crap. But besides for that, like, it was a peaceful land, a peaceful home where all the mutants get to just live their lives the way that they want without being discriminated against. Why would Magneto destroy that and kill so many innocent mutants along the way? Like, the mutant kinds that he said that he would protect. So, I'm assuming something happened with this future Magneto that was so horrible that he figured it's alright to just sacrifice all these past mutants that he once knew. So, did he come back to the past to change his future then? And also, I'm pretty sure Magneto knows that Xavier did not really die, right? Again, I skipped the entire final season of the original X-Men animated series because I did not like the graphics. I did not like the artwork and the graphics. So I'm not sure whether the ending ended up with... Because I know that all the X-Men knows that Xavier is still alive. But I'm not sure whether Magneto knows. I thought he did, but now I'm starting to think that he doesn't. I don't know. Drop a... No, forget it. I'll find out on my own. Okay, don't drop a comment about that. But if you know what age Cable really is here, let me know about that in the comment section, because he looks old. And if he is old, he's a baby in the present time, or right before he left. And Magneto is already this old. I can't imagine Magneto being any younger when Cable is all grown up with white hair, He has white hair, right? Yeah, it's all white hair. Yeah. How old is Magneto? Yeah, let me know, like, how old is Cable in this right now? He must be in his 30s and 40s. Definitely not any younger. I mean, I'm pushing by saying he's in his 30s, alright? Like, I'm in my mid-30s and it's all black hair still. I mean, like, little bits of white, but I haven't met anyone in their 30s that has full white hair. And I'm pretty sure the future isn't that stressful where... I mean, if it was, he'd probably be bald, not full of white hair. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Thank you for joining me today. And hopefully you enjoyed this reaction video. If you did, if you could do me a quick favor with that like and subscribe, it'll help me out a whole lot. If you have any feedbacks for me, no spoilers, of course, but if you have any spoiler-free feedbacks for me, please put them in the comment section down below. And if you want to watch the full uncut reaction with me, my Patreon link is in the description box down below. Go check it out if you want. And with that being said, I will see you all next time. Bye.